Alright, Tinnos time. So, this is the third level of Antarctica. It's called Lost City of Tinnos, so we're going to need to go through a series of puzzles. So, basically, we're going to need to pull a couple of different switches in order to pull a ladder out that's going to enable us to get up there to do another puzzle that I'll get to later. But for right now, we want to go up the ladder. We want to open that door that's in front of us, and to do so, we need to go up this ladder to pull a switch. Alright, so go ahead and come a little bit further this way, and then there's going to be a switch over here that you pull. That switch opened up the door that was down below, so I'll show you guys. You can come over here. Here you can do a standing forward jump. Make sure you don't overshoot that. And then from here, Lara can do a running jump because there is a rocket over here that she might want to pick up. So from here, Lara can do a running jump. And she grabs it, but she falls down. But that's okay because where we want to go is now over here. So this door is now open from that switch that you pulled. So you'll want to go ahead and run in through this door in order to get the Yuli key. Alright, then go ahead and come back out this way. Alright, so come over here. This is going to be where we use the Yuli key. That's going to open up actually both of the doors, so you can go ahead and just go through there. Oh, by the way, I don't believe there's anything back here. But yeah, we do want to climb up this ladder. Sometimes you want to be careful when it comes to doing like jump grabs while you're lighting a flare, because when Lara discards, sometimes she will not be able to grab the ledge. So just be really careful about having a flare out. Alright, so now come over here. You can pull this switch. That's going to open up the door that's like right in front of us. So that gives you sort of a shortcut back that way. We were there before. But right now, we actually want to come out here because there's a platform that we want Lara to jump on. So we need to pull this switch over here. And that shows you guys a cutscene of that room that I showed you guys. Basically what that means is that we did something that we needed to do. Like, we did the right thing, but there's still more that we need to do in order to get that open. So what we now need to do is come down this ramp. And then when we get down here, there's going to be a set of double doors, but there's going to be another switch when we come this way. So that's going to show us a ladder. So basically now we've done what we need to do, and also it opened up these double doors, which makes things easier for us, I guess you could say. So go ahead and come this way. Alright, then climb up. Alright, so there's a puzzle here that you need to do. There's basically 5 switches, and some of the switches you want to push, some of them you don't. But basically, this is a puzzle where they want you to look at who's on top and who's at the bottom of the food chain. So basically, it's food chain top to bottom. So the first one shows man being on top, the bison is below the man, and the plant is below the bison. So man eats bison, and bison eats plants. Yes. Okay. The second one is man eats birds, and birds eat fish. I'd say so. So the third one is man eat plants, and plants eat buffalo. No, plants do not eat buffalo. The fourth one is man eat fish, and fish eat birds. There are certain types of fish that eat certain types of birds, but I don't think that one is the ideal. But this next one is man eats birds, birds eat plants. Yes. So basically now we got that door open. Alright, so come out here and we're going to be faced with a new enemy. And these are not the toughest of the enemies, but they're by a long shot the most annoying of the enemies. So, let me see. They're these, like, fireflies, and they're, like, glowing green. They're like these green fireflies, and, I mean, they just never stop spawning. I mean, there's no way to destroy their hive. And, and there's an infinite supply, so, like, I killed those two. There's more on their way. There's always going to be more on their way. So go ahead and jump up here. Come on, Lara. Why don't we go ahead and save real quick? Alright, so from here, go ahead and do a running jump. Grab this ledge. Now, the first secret is in their hive, so how we get there, we're going to go ahead and jump to an invisible platform. There is one, just throw your flare, you'll see it. So, jump to the invisible platform. And then go ahead and use your machine gun or whatever weapon you want to use to kill the fireflies. You can use the Desert Eagle, that works great. Oh, by the way, there's a second invisible platform here. Jump here. Alright, so this is the hive. We get credit already. Come on, Lara. Alright, let's save so we don't have to do that again. Alright, so from here we're going to go ahead and do a running jump to the platform. Alright, then we're going to come down here. From here, go ahead and do a running jump and grab the ledge. Alright. There's another one of them. They never stop spawning, I kid you not. I mean, you're going to be dealing with those insects for the entire level. Alright, so go ahead and do the running jump again, jump to this platform. But at least this time, we can go ahead and drop down. Alright, so there's a couple of different paths. Left leads to a small med pack, but the right path is the one that you actually want to go. Okay, I'm just going to leave that dragonfly for now. I'm going to go ahead and save the game, because we're dealing with a new kind of enemy in the next room. Alright, so in this next room, we're dealing with a new type of enemy, this sort of mutant scorpion-like creature. Alright, we took them both. So there might be one of those fireflies is going to come through here sooner or later. Alright, so there's a couple more objects we need to get through. There's those, those are going to go on fire when we get over there. Oh, by the way, secret number 2. Secret number 2, I believe, is down here, so... But there's a door shut. We're going to get there a little bit later. But for right now, just get through this. Just be careful. Don't let any of these flaming pendulums get you, because they'll catch Lara on fire. Come over here. There's going to be more fireflies. You know what? Let's just get away from here. For right now, we want to go this way. We want to go this way. Alright, so pull this switch. You're going to get to the other side of this gate. It's going to close behind you, so you should be safe for at least a little while. There's going to be another, like, mutant scorpion-like guy. Alright, so he'll go down, but then another gate's going to open. So I think we're going to fight a total of 3. One comes from the left and one comes from the right. Alright, we took out the guy on the right. Now let's get the one on the left. Alright, so you guys can look in their little cells and see if there's anything. There's a switch in this cell. And it doesn't exactly show you what the switch did, but it raises a platform. I believe it's that one, I think. You can look in this cell. And you don't see anything. Alright, then why don't we check the cell on the right. Nope, nothing there. Okay, so I believe the only cell you need to go into is the one on the left. Right now, why don't we move this way, and then we're going to climb up over this block. Alright, so now go ahead and come this way. There's a crawl space over here that you want to go ahead and go through. You're going to end up in a room with some fiery pendulums, and then there's going to be like a bunch of switches and doors. So, this is kind of a puzzle-solving room. But it's a really fun room. Alright, so basically there's several switches that you're going to need to pull. You'll have to pull some of them more than once. But you can come in here, there's going to be some Uzi rounds, and then there's going to be some flares. You want all the ammo you can possibly get your hands on in this level. Alright, so now come over here. Do not catch Lara on fire. Land here, climb up here, and then turn to the left. There's like another crawl space. And there's a switch that you pull. Alright, back up, run, jump. Alright, so that switch raised a platform, and then there's another switch over here. Go ahead and pull a switch. And it doesn't show you, but the switches, they raise platforms, so you can experiment with these and see exactly which does what. Like, both those platforms, they were not up before, so that's what the switches raised for me. Alright, so from here, Lara can do a jump. And then she can drop down a little bit. Alright, then drop to this platform. So, from here, Lara's going to go down below and pull the lower switch. So, our ultimate goal is to get those double doors open. We can't do that yet, but we do need to pull this switch. And then that's going to raise a platform up above to where we can pull the switch that's a little bit higher. Alright, so go ahead and come back this way. Turn around. and then pull this switch. Now the platform is going to drop. Lara will lose a little bit of health. That's okay, we can do without it. Alright, then go ahead and climb back up. Alright, so you might notice now the platform below the monkey bars is down. So, essentially we can get there, but we need to raise that platform again. So let's go ahead and come back this way. We save again. Alright, so we can go ahead and go back this way. Climb up here. We can go through this crawl space. So we're going to pull this switch a second time, because I believe it's going to raise that platform that's down below. Alright, so what you want to do from here is land on the platform down below. So what you'll do, because you don't want to grab the edge, you want to take one step back and then jump forward, press and hold action plus up, and then land there. From here, Lara can do a standing jump, and then she can come over these monkey bars. So we'll go ahead and make our way to the switch. Alright, so that opened the set of double doors, so you can just go on through there. But there's a switch up above that I want to pull because it will open the door to the second secret. I showed you guys where it was a little while ago. But basically, it's a time switch, and the timing is, I mean, well, it's not super tight if you know what you're doing, but it is tight. So, you need to hurry. I'll show you guys how to get it, but let's save the game because it's a really hard secret. They make you just go so far out of your way. Alright, so to get the second secret, pull this switch. Then you're going to go ahead and roll. And sprint. So, sprint this way, then make a hard turn. And then press action plus up as she's falling and she'll land in the pool. But you gotta press and hold the action button or she won't inch forward. So then go ahead and get out. Turn around this way. I don't know if you guys saw where the door is opening, but it's in the area that I showed you guys earlier when I mentioned secret number 2. Okay, so hug this left wall, then sprint across to the other side. You've got to be fast. Sorry, I shouldn't have gotten that gun out. Alright, come over here, jump up, grab the edge, and then start climbing up. Pull the switch, that's going to open up the gate, and then go ahead and run through it. Then go up the stairs. Alright, there's going to be more fireflies, don't let them bother you, just sprint past them. Just... Okay, they got me a little bit, we'll survive. Go ahead and make it past the flaming pendulums. You might go ahead and stop and kind of see where they're at before you even bother with that, so... Yeah, okay, so then go ahead and go off this. The fireflies are going to follow you over here. This door is open. You've got to hurry. You only have so much time. Alright, we made it. So we get some Desert Eagle rounds and a small med pack. So we might have some fireflies joining us. Why don't we pull out the Desert Eagle in case we have to use it? Alright, so... yeah, see, now the door closed, so the timer finally ran out. But if it closes on you while you're in the inside, then the switch inside can open the door for you. Alright, so from here, Lara can go ahead and do a sideways jump, or leaning to the left a little bit. Not a sideways jump, what am I saying? Alright, so now go ahead and climb up. We're going to go back to the switch room. Of course, this time we're not really going to pull any switches. But we're going to go back to the room with the puddles, and that's because there's a key that we need. Alright, so go ahead and pull this switch again to enter this room. Then we're going to go ahead and just work our way back up. Just go through this again, but we already know what to do. Alright, so go ahead and make your way this way. Alright, so go ahead and work your way down. Go ahead and go back into the pool again. Alright. So, there is another mutant. Now why don't we use the machine gun this time? There's probably going to be a couple more of these out there. Now that the gate's been opened, they could probably make it down here. Why don't we save the game again? There is the Yuli key over here. I believe you can spawn a mutant by getting it. Go ahead and get the Yuli key. It's over here. And actually, if we spawn the mutant, I'll just try to use the rocket launcher on it. Yep, there he is. Poof, we poofed him. So, I think if you guys look back here, I don't think there is anything. And actually, you can avoid spawning that mutant if you want to. There's also a pool of water over here. I don't really think there's anything in it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go back up the ladder. Alright, so now we're back in this room, and I didn't talk about this room before, but there's 4 different trials, and basically each one is of the 4 elements. So there's the fire, there's the water, there's the wind, and the earth. So why don't we start with the earth first? We're going to do the earth trial. Because there's 4 oceanic maths that we need. One is for earth. We're going to do the earth one first. So there's quicksand over here. The left path is shorter, but Lara will sink under, so we need to go ahead and go to the right. this way is longer, but the quicksand is shallow this way, so Lara can go ahead and make her way this way and reach the other end without being sucked under really far. I'm not so sure if you would have to fight the fireflies over here, but you can step out and use a gun on this step if you guys, for whatever reason, need to fight those bugs. Alright, so go ahead and keep working your way through where it's there. Laura's head may be going underwater, but she can still breathe. So this is going to be where you get out. And also, before you go any further, there's a switch in this area that opens a door that enables you to get secret number 3. So go ahead and come over here. Oh, whoops. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Oh crap, she's losing her air. So from here, go ahead and jump over here. And then come over here. Alright, so this is the alcove you climb into, so there's going to be a switch down here. You're going to see a little cutscene when you pull this switch, so you're basically going to see a movable block. It's going to come down, and basically you can push the movable block in order to get to where secret number 3 is. So, go ahead and climb out this way. Alright, then go this way. So we're going to go our main path now. So you might see a couple more fireflies out this way. You can just try running past them. They'll probably catch up with you. Alright, so come over here. There's the oceanic mask. Now, when you get this mask, there's going to be a cave-in, so be really careful. So see, you're going to hear some loud vibrations. There's like an earthquake. So be careful. There's going to be falling rubble. Be warned, the rubble can kill you instantly, so be very careful of it. There's more rubble there, just keep going. Just keep working your way down and around. Alright, so you have to be super, super careful on this next part. So Lara can do a running jump, but she'll have to back up because there's going to be falling rubble. If she doesn't back up, she'll die. So from here, Lara can do a standing jump, land there. There's going to be more rubble falling on the next part, but what you can do is you can do a running jump and then just very quickly veer right and she'll avoid it. Alright, so now what Laura needs to do is go ahead and, well, drop down, but not from there. We'll jump from the ladder. Just do like a drop grab tactic. Land there. And then we're going to go this way. Ooh. Okay, that was a close one. Almost caught Laura on fire there. So just avoid these fiery pendulums. Actually, would have sucked because I haven't saved in a while. Pull that switch. Alright, so that drops the hatch, so go ahead and climb up and out this way. Alright, so I guess the next trial we do should probably be the wind trial. I mean, it's up to you. You can do them in any order. All you need to do is do them all and get all 4 masks. The order in which you do them is up to you. I think I am going to do the wind trial next. Alright, so for the wind trial, you can go ahead and listen to the wind. You can just listen to it. It should help guide you. There's also some items to pick up around here, so you might want to look around. There's a maze. So come over here. There's some Uzi rounds. Don't leave without those. And we come over here and we find another firefly. And it got me. So come over here, there's some shotgun shells. Make sure you don't leave home without those. Alright, so go a little bit further into the maze. Keep working your way around. I think that's where we came in. Come over here, there's another small med pack. Alright, so now we finally found our way out. So there's going to be a couple of traps when we go over here. There's going to be rolling logs. Step on the left platform, you're going to spawn it, or activate it. And then step over here. Oh boy, it nicked us. Nicked us. Alright, so we're going to activate that one. Then come a little bit further up, we'll activate that one. Alright. Then come up here, we get the mask for the wind. I think we can still make this level without a med pack. We can hear the wind again. Alright, so we're back in the room of doors, I guess. So we've got the mask for the wind, and we've got the mask for the earth. Now we've got to do fire and then water. So why don't we do fire first? Alright, so come over here, and if you step on the flaming block and light a flare, it shows you basically a map, a grid of where those pillars are, and they basically show which ones light up. The ones that light up are the ones that are safe to step on. So basically, if you come over here, let me go ahead and save the game real quick. I'll show you something. If Lara jumps on this one because it's not on it, she'll catch on fire and die. So if you remember which ones I showed you on the map, basically you just have to coordinate the map with this. Alright, so from here, do a running jump to this tile. This is the first one. And then the second tile is over here. The third tile is over here. The fourth one is that flaming tile with the large med pack. And notice, as you step on this tile, the flame cuts off. But when you leave the tile, it's only going to remain off for like a few seconds. So after grabbing the large med pack and ammo, you want to retreat back here because you don't have time to do the running jump over there. So now from here, you can jump back onto this tile. And then you can do a running jump over here before it catches on fire. But you have to be fast, because that tile will catch Lara on fire if she's not quick enough. Alright, so this is a room where you have to be careful because there's flaming statues. You don't want to mess around, but you also have to take your time and be careful. So you might notice there is a switch over to the right. And I'll show you guys what this switch does. And you don't necessarily have to pull it. But basically that switch cuts off that statue. So that statue's not going to breathe fire anymore, so it'll make the way across easier for you, but you actually can get across without pulling the switch. So for this next one, we're going to have to do a running jump. So let's go ahead and time this accordingly. So go ahead and come over here and we get the third mask. We've now got 3 masks down, and we got 1 mask to go. So go ahead and come back this way. And we get to deal with the annoying dragonflies again. They're probably waiting for us right out here. Alright, so earth done, wind done, fire done, and now it's just water. Just get to deal with a whole lot of water. Alright, water time. Alright, so let's save when we get over here, because this part is dangerous. And I mean, it is dangerous. So there's going to be a bunch of rotating blades. Go ahead and jump over here. And then just wait for it to rotate. The blade will do a lot of damage if it hits Lara, so just be very careful of it. You can try to kind of go with the blade in terms of like the clock rotation. And that works sometimes. Alright, so come over here, there's going to be a switch that you pull. So, I do believe it is timed. Lara can then go ahead and do a roll. Aw, man, it nicked her a little bit. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Let's try this again. We'll pull the lever. And then go ahead, go around this way. Alright, this is where you need to go, so just swim up. There's a little air pocket where Lara can catch air. There's going to be a lot more blades in here, so be very, very careful. Alright, there are some pickups. So, you guys might notice there's a lever over there. You do need to pull that lever. Alright, and then, yeah, get those Uzi rounds. Pull the lever. And then, when you turn around, sometimes it's a good idea to kind of go with the flow of the blades, like go their direction, because it makes it take longer for them to get to Lara, and sometimes they won't cut Lara up. Alright, let's get some air. Why don't we go ahead and save again, because this part it's tricky. Alright, so now what we need to do is grab the Desert Eagle rounds. Alright, so now what we need to do is grab the Desert Eagle rounds, and then we're going to go after that fourth and final mask. Alright, then go ahead and come down this way. Alright, so this is the fourth and final mask, so go ahead and pick that up. And then go ahead and pull this switch. Make sure you pull this switch, because that opens up your exit door. So, yeah, if you don't pull the switch, you won't be able to get back out of this. Come over here. You know what? Let's go ahead and get some air real quick. We need some air. Because we've got a pretty long swim we gotta do. Alright, come this way. Pull the lever. Alright, so this is where you go to get air. We need to get some air. Luckily, we're about to hit air, and we're going to come out this way. Alright, now pull this switch. You're going to drop down. It looks like there's a swarm of fireflies waiting for me. Boy, they sound like they are hungry. Alright, you can go ahead and put the masks into place. You've also got the Yuli key that you have to put into place. Alright, so use the Yuli key over here. That's going to open up the path to the exit, but we don't want to go there yet because we still have to get the third secret. So, go ahead and come back this way, go up the stairs. Actually, why don't we get out our Uzis in case we have to use them. Alright, so this is the movable block that we basically activated with that switch. From the movable block, jump to this ladder. Lara can then climb up. This is going to be where she gets her third and final secret. Let's save. Alright, come down here, pick up the large med pack and do it before you get stung by a dragonfly. Alright, we took care of the dragonflies. Alright, so now that we got all three secrets, we can come and end our level. So you might want to hang from the ledge before you go down. You don't want Lara taking any health damage. Alright, so we get to meet Willard in his lair, so we get to see this. So basically this guy is going to transform into this giant insectoid. It's pretty horrifying, but it's cool to see at the same time. So this is the meteorite cavern where basically we're going to watch him evolve. So look at that, he transforms basically into a giant spider. Pretty awful, pretty horrifying. But yeah, that is the boss. We're going to be fighting him on the next level, so you guys stay tuned for the next video. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Took me over 47 minutes, got all three secrets, and yeah, 35 kills. So thank you guys so much. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and stay tuned for the Meteorite Cavern where we get to fight that giant insectoid. Thank you, and stay awesome.